Hey, everybody. Tonight we are discussing how to go emerald, like how to achieve this beautiful emerald rank. If you're new to this, if you're watching, if you happen to watch the replay and you are really new to Plexus, emerald is the very first step in that upper level jewel community. And we are just excited on our team. We have 5 emeralds, and not including me. I was one, so we've had 6. We've developed 6, including myself, and it's something that once you do it, you're able to coach it, right? And so that's why I'm in this space right now, because I get to coach. So here is the truth about achieving emerald: is it's about 300 orders collectively on your team ordering in 1 month. There are some people that are going to listen to this and they're going to think, oh, 300, easy. Others are going to think that that sounds like a major uphill battle. So we're going to cut it. We're going to slice it and dice it in a couple different ways for you to, right, open our brains. It's like, think about how this could show up in your own organization. Okay, so obviously we're better together. So while we can do this by ourselves, it is not a sustainable model only to do this by yourself. I just want to be completely honest with you. Can you hold emerald? I'd say that you could probably hold emerald yourself. Okay, if you were a high recruiter and it takes about 250 level 1s ordering in the same month for you to achieve this by yourself. Okay, so could you do it? You absolutely could. Is it sustainable? Does it, maximize the comp plan? Does it help you bless other people? No, it doesn't. I mean, you are blessing them with the products, but so here's another way it could look. 3 rubies on your team. So 3 girls or guys that want to add about, feel comfortable with about 100 people in their organization. We can break down their goal, right? Maybe they have 2 senior golds. Maybe they have 5 golds. Like, obviously this is just math. Okay, guys. Another one I loved was 1 senior ruby, 1 ruby, and 85 level 1s. And the reason I bring that one up is because we have a lot of heavy recruiters here. We have a lot of super heavy recruiters, and that is going to feel comfortable to some of us. How about 2 senior rubies? Easy peasy lemon squeezy, 2 senior rubies. That would get it there. How about, if you're great at developing golds, how about 15 golds? I know it sounds like a lot, but we've got this Fast Start Gold program. We've got these programs that we can put people into quickly to get them moving into these first 3 ranks. We have documentation around it. And so what could be exciting for you to find 15 people, and you're not going to do it in 1 month. I get it, right? But the truth is that developing these leaders, some will go higher than others. Some will stay in that space and feel really good. Some will continue on. Some are, looking to, and we're going to talk about what it looks like to develop leaders, because I think that that's where we really need to maximize this. But the truth is, it is something to fight for. It is definitely something to fight for. It is a you're walking across that stage. You are making your mark in Plexus. You are making your mark on this team. Like, it is definitely something that you want to fight for if you want more in this. There are going to be people who join you, they don't want more, right? They don't desire more. They're not going to grow for more. They're like, I'm good at senior gold, or I'm good at gold, and this is good for me, and I really enjoy my career. Those people are just as valuable as the people who want to be diamonds. Okay, it takes every single person to build the foundation of the culture of your team. So it doesn't matter. And I believe that we know this. I believe that we feel like everyone is valuable. And so just sitting in that space of whatever they want, you're the servant leader to help them get it, right? You're going to be direct and loving, and you're going to teach them the ropes, but you're not going to have expectations around them, because I have plenty of people that to this day say, thanks for not giving up. Thanks for staying in this with me, because, they feel like they need to be farther along, but no matter what, people belong here. And so the truth is, this is how we're going to get it. And this like leads right into this is here's my tips for recruiting people that are going to work this business with you and help create the foundation of your Emerald team. Is you're always going to do a business ask. If you are not secure in your business ask, this is a place for you to grow. Okay. Getting secure in a business ask means letting it roll off the tongue, that it doesn't feel icky for you. Okay. I got plenty of people working the business that apologize for working the business constantly. Okay. I had somebody, at my house picking something up and she's like, I don't want people to think I'm making money. I'm like, but you are making money, but you are. And so let's tackle that undercurrent of what's coming up for you with that. Okay. And so that's a really great space for you to grow. If you feel like if you're not able to offer a business ask, with a neutral heart, right? Spend time there. Very, very, very much. Okay. Because where I'm at is that this business is fucking awesome and it is going to bless someone. I'm going to ask every single person, but the people who say yes to me, their lives are going to be changed and I'm going to be a part of a beautiful ripple for them. That's the space that I live in. And so if you can get to that space, I guarantee you're going to go fast. Because you're not going to have that hesitation. You're not going to worry about what they feel or think. Okay. The next is I want you in Facebook groups, in new networks as much as you can. I want you to be getting new connects every day. My sponsor found me in a baby group. I was a total stranger that changed everything for her. And she would say that same thing. She changed everything for me. Okay. Like it was mutual. But a good girlfriend, Jules that are listening to this, Corinne Copeland, was on our Jewel call and she's very big into groups. Okay. She's very big into groups. She was a guest on our team call and she does a lot in groups. She connects with people in groups. All the people that join her team are strangers. She does it all on Facebook. So if you're someone that doesn't love the Instagram route, and you still are open to getting into these groups and connecting with people, find some things that you care about. And here's another thing. This is a little offshoot. I want you to know that the groups you're in matter. So if you're in groups for people who hate the government, you need to be talking about how they can, how are you going to tailor your message to be what they need, right? I know that Corinne is in like kind of, fashion groups, right? How's she tailoring that? Whatever. I don't know everything she's in, but like, there are groups for people who have fake boobs. There are groups for people who, breed dogs, all of it can be tied into this or opportunity. Okay. But I want you to get smart about the way you're talking to these people when you're doing it. Okay. If you're in a group for, runners, right? Because you love running, and you are not connecting it into their running journey, value add is lost. Okay. I mean, that really, I would say that, Jana didn't really do that with me, but she posted a Candida meme and I was like, well, I got that. So I don't know what it is, but I see the thing and it looks like I got it. Okay. So that's another way when you're connecting with these people, with these groups or social networks that are new for you. Just really understanding that information is probably new to them too. So sometimes we feel like we're, potentially like, regurgitating things or going over the same topics. But if you're constantly connecting, you have to keep that on a swivel because those people are new to that information. So thinking about that too. Okay. So the next is, confidence. This is the thing. If you know where you're going, this goes back to the business ask. If you know where you're going and you know where you're taking them and you tell them, here's where we're going, they will feel like they can trust you with the unknown because they don't know what they're doing. Like it's super important. Like you cannot show up and be like, well, how do you feel? No, this is what we're doing. You've joined me for a reason. This is what we're doing. This is what you need to do. If you need confidence, borrow mine. If you need me in a message with you, I will get into a message with you with those people. But the truth is that when you can bolster your confidence and you can say, even if you fake it, I don't care. Hey, this is where we're going. I do this all the time. I'm an expert at creating gold brand ambassadors. I'd love to do this with you. We're going to earn a trip together. Are you ready? I cannot wait to go on this trip with you. Okay. Saying things like that, people believe you. They're, if they were an expert network marketer, they wouldn't be joining your team. They'd already be in the company. They'd already be in a company. They'd be doing it. They'd be teaching you, but they're not. So you have to show up as that expert 100%. Okay. So here are some tips to developing people related to growing Emerald team. You're doing welcome calls. You're getting in welcome messages. You're connecting with these people. You're creating relationships. This is extremely important. The strongest leaders on my team create relationships with people that are not their level 1 people. And here's why. They're all your people. They're all your people. You don't have to ask permission. I mean, we don't want to step on anybody's toes, but at the end of the day, if you're there to give them the Cadillac experience, you're there to train someone to give them the Cadillac experience. But we know as well as anyone that people fall away from this business. And if you're doing it right, you already have, a plan B with the relationship with that person. Okay. Very, very important. So welcome calls, welcome texts, one-on-ones, all the things. Systems. I know that people are like, systems, oh my God, it's so scary. It's not. It's not. It's finding something that you can do repeatedly and that you can teach repeatedly. And we've got one. We've got one. We've been pivoting around with it, but usually it shows up to the same type of look and feel. And starting in November, we will have our solid system back in place. But the point is this, you might not like my system. We can make your own. We can make what works for you. But here's the deal. People who come in to a system and know this is what's expected of me now, they know how to operate, and you're going to start making money without being involved. But you might be sitting here going, well, everybody needs me for everything. I'm doing everything with people. Nobody, it's because you don't have a system. We don't got a system. If you have a system, people know how to be successful without you being involved. Okay. That's not your excuse not to be involved. That's your excuse to, that's the justification for getting a system and doing the same thing over and over. Okay. Okay. All right. So, the thing is that the only job we want to train people that their only job is just to connect people with the products. That's their job. I mean, that's your job. That's my job. Like at the end of the day, the more people that get linked up with Plexus and learn about Plexus, that is how it works. It's very, very, very simple. It's not easy to fit it in all the time. It's not easy to discipline ourselves to do a system. It's not easy to discipline ourselves to set goals, but it's easy to connect people with products. We know how to do it. Okay. All right. So vision casting. If you're not doing it, learn to do it. Very, very, very important. Show them that you see where they can go and that you're going to be the one that takes them there. Period. End of story. Ask them why they're doing what they're doing. Listening. Asking open-ended questions. If you're not using an open-ended question and you're not as successful as you want to be, major game changer. It will change everything. You'll scale totally differently. And here's the thing that I learned about this Gold in October group. People aren't asking open-ended questions. Like they're not. Even though we train it, I feel like I need to get it tattooed on my forehead. I feel like I need t-shirts with that on there because it's my very favorite thing. I feel like I talk about it a lot and people still aren't doing it. And it's no one's fault. It's that it's not we're not used to doing it in our society. We're used to just lobbing shit over the fence and hoping that somebody just reacts. But the truth is that if you ask an open-ended question, the chance that they will answer you exponentially raises. The percentage is extremely, extremely marketably different. Okay. Asking open-ended questions. And I would check in with your people that are working the business. Have them show you some pictures of what they're sending people and not to shame them. right? Not to shame them, but just to see like, this is a great place that we can make a quick change for them and they'll see immediate results. Okay. So when you're working with your people, you're always walking toward the next rank, right? No matter what, like we're not resting. We're not, oh my gosh, silver again. Okay. Here's what I see for senior silver. What are your ideas? Right? Oh my gosh. Okay. This is going to be so great because we're doing XYZ. You're ready to go gold. Who can we work with to get them into XYZ? Like, I don't know, like I'm feeling, XYZ just means like we have resources constantly that we get to plug people into. So you want to be moving people to the next rank all the time. This is a mistake and why people sit, because they're not moving people, especially in those lower ranks, into the next rank. Silver, senior silver, gold, senior gold. The way it goes is they go silver, senior silver, and gold pretty much on their own if they can. And then they turn around and find 2 more people to do it, and they're past senior gold. Easy. You see that? I mean, they're making $1,000 by doing that a month, residual, not to mention all the other stuff. Okay, they're going on trips with their people. They're getting involved in our company. They're folding into the culture. And so you're always walking someone to the next rank. If you want a simple system as a leader, I would say that you get people to gold, train them to get to that are ready to go gold, and that's your system. What if that was your system? What if everybody that you were working with, you were actively pursuing them to gold? And then once they're gold, you help them find 2 people to do the same. Help them find 2 people to do the same. You'll push them up very, 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 very easily. And it just feels like a no-brainer for me. Okay, you guys. All right. So this is the last thing with developing is you're connecting with them on the first of the month. And I mean connecting really. I mean finding a way to set aside and have a conversation, call them, FaceTime. It's important. Okay. Because here's what happened in COVID. Everybody was like, everything was online and it was great. And then all of a sudden people missed connection. So if we're not offering connection, they're checked out. I don't know if you've noticed, but these people, they can just fade away online. They can just not answer. They can just go into the, wild abyss and you don't hear from them. So the truth is that connection is really, really important again. Where it wasn't important before for the last 2 years, I think in 2023, we are ready for connection. We're ready for in-person events. If you've not done an in-person event recently, like people love it, they'll come to them. Certain networks won't. I cannot speak for the younger generation because I'm old, but ask them. That's a great way to find out what their generation would want is ask them. But I think we're all ladies of a certain age and everybody's ready to get together. Okay. So you're talking with your people on the first of the month. You're opening strong. Okay. This was a key element for me as I ranked up basically every month at the very beginning. Every single first of the month. Where are we going? What are we doing? Around the 10th, their excitement will dip. Okay. This is not some kind of a scientific proven theory, but it's the theory I've proven. Around the 10th, everybody feels like a loser. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. It's not true. Okay. So we want to get to them around the middle and we want to check in with them. We want to be checking in on a regular basis, finding out who we're talking to, the plans that we have to fold them into educational events. Who are they talking to? What's going on? That kind of a thing. And then obviously a magic week call. You want to get them on the phone prior to the 28th to jack them up, get them excited, move them along. If you did those 3 things with each of your people, you would get a different result. Okay. And the truth is that obviously I speak from experience, but it's you that has to take the time and make the time to do it and find a way to do it. What I've noticed is that we get to work anytime we want, but the best thing that we can do is leverage the natural calendar that obviously is happening within this business. Obviously the first of the month, everybody is jacked, hype, excited, possibilities, all the things. In the middle, it dips. Don't know why. There's got to be some reason that I'm not aware of. And then at the end, we want to get them prior to the 28th. Okay. Because we want to be planning with them. We don't want them to wake up on the 28th sad. Have you ever woke up on the 28th sad, realized that you're a big loser? Joking. And then you just check out. You're like, I'm done. Like, I'm not interested. This is like, it can't happen. It's an uphill battle. Like, all of that is a lie. Okay. All right. So here's the other thing. When you have belief, true belief, it's just math. It's just orders when you have belief. If you believe that you added value and that everybody that you encountered had to desperately get involved in this, and that you were the person to take them there, nothing would stop you. And so a place you can spend some time is your belief. Watch those diamond documentaries, watch YouTube, listen to people like Gary Vee and the late Jesse Lee, let them scream in your ear about how fucking cool you are. Like, it's true. Okay. And so you really need to manage around your belief. If your belief is wavering, your action will suffer. I've seen it in literally, I don't know how many team members we have on this team, but it's the truth. When your belief wavers, whether it's your belief in the company or your belief in yourself or your belief in your capabilities, your action will waver. So you've got to create a stronghold around your belief. It is the most important foundational thing that you can do, because if you don't believe that you can move mountains, you ain't moving them. Okay? Really important. All right. So you got to check in with your belief. Here's the thing I'm going to leave you with. And I did this with a client. It was so awesome. I loved it. She had all these horrible things to say about herself. And I was like, okay, so let's pretend like you made a list about the things about you that like no one could argue it. Like you believed to your core the good things about yourself. Like if somebody said, oh, so-and-so is just unfriendly, you're like, no, I'm not. I'm like the friendliest person you know. We all have those things, right? Whether you're generous, you're kind, you're loving, maybe you kind of got a, just some kind of a great ego about you that, you can take on certain things. And you made a list, and I had her make a list. She read it back to me. And she said, that's the person I want to recruit. And I was like, interesting. So you basically want to find somebody who exemplifies everything that you exemplify. And she said, yes. And so I said, what if you created an environment where you made power statements that you read to yourself every day about how wonderful you were? And hers were that she was extremely kind and friendly, and that she was resilient, and that she, was a hard worker. And what if you made that list for yourselves tonight? And you just reminded yourself about who you are. Because the truth is that we like to, worship the list of all the things that are missing, but there are truths that you carry inside of yourself that no one can argue with. Like if somebody said, Sadie, you don't work hard. I'd be like, hello, no. That's right? There are things that you question about yourself, but I bet you there's about 5 to 6 things that you know about yourself. Maybe you're a great mom. Maybe you're somebody who's a super nurturer. Maybe you're the best gift giver, But I bet if you started really focusing on that list and you, I don't want to say worship that list, but you poured over that list every day and you woke up every day reading that list to yourself, I bet you could get a lot of really cool things done. Okay. I want you to give that a try. And if you like the idea of listening to affirmations, there's an app called Think Up that you can record yourself saying things like, I am exactly the leader my team needs. I am so kind. I am friendly. I am a good mom. I care about people, like whatever that is. And you listen to that every day. Imagine if you never got into a podcast, if you never got into Instagram reels and you listened to those people that scream at you, because I like those people that kind of scream at me and kind of just like, come on. Even if you just listen to yourself, I would just give it a try. I think it'd be really good because you are capable of everything. And I just want you to see it. So I'm going to stop recording.